There's a common misconception that most cosmetic ingredients have been tested for safety. And unfortunately, this is not the case. A lot of what I uncovered in my research from independent peer-reviewed research was very sobering, and there were many early morning WTF lonely moments where I was like, oh, I've got to share this, you know, I'm being driven to share this message. And most people just go, oh, look, I've been using the same old stuff for years without any adverse effects. Well, why should I change? You know, right. I get that. It's a personal thing. Beauty is a personal thing. So I'm not saying do or don't, I'm just saying be aware. The beauty industry isn't regulated, and I don't believe that we can afford to be complacent any longer. Right now, if you Google Johnson & Johnson talcum powder, there is page after page after page of litigation, and they have been found guilty, yes, of talcum powder being a direct cause of ovarian cancer. Let's just stop and think about that for a moment. This is a product that is sold in supermarkets and pharmacies across the globe, and it's used on the most vulnerable segments of the population. It's used on toddlers and babies and the elderly, and it's still for sale. Yeah, it's like, what? As amazing as the human body is, and as brilliantly as we've adapted to this chemical onslaught that we're now facing, we just have to look at the fact that we do not have the enzymes to break some of these down. And a lot of chemicals are fat soluble, which means they sit in our fat tissues and our cells. And I promise you there will be more and more studies coming to light, but I think it's time to make that change and to make that movement now and take our power back, empower ourselves. I use mostly my own products, of course. I really love my Age Defiance range. And that's got lots of really great actives in it. You know, when it comes to active skincare, I do use some vitamins in my skincare, and I also use peptides as well in the Age Defiance, but they are in a certified organic base. But they are active and they do work, because I too want skincare that's going to be results driven. And the other ingredient that I use in all my skincare products that I formulate are native Australian extracts. They're quite amazing. So Kakadu plum, there's been a lot of research on that, obviously. Great form of vitamin C. It's not about making label claims either. I won't just use an ingredient just to make a claim. I use it in its required amount, or I'll go slightly above that until, you know, with the Age Defiance, that took me 5 years to formulate because I'd push it and push it and push it. Thank you all so much for coming today. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.